You told her everything, not because you had to, but because you thought that's what a good man does. You answered fast, explained yourself fully, opened up early, gave her clarity, comfort, certainty. And for a moment, it worked. She smiled. She leaned in. She said, "You're different." But then something shifted. Her replies got shorter. Her energy, colder. Her interest, quieter. And you're left there thinking, wait, I did everything right. So why does it feel like I lost her? Here's the truth no one tells you. Attraction doesn't grow in certainty. It grows in curiosity, and curiosity needs mystery. Let me take you into a moment. You're sitting across from her. Dim lights, soft music, a perfect setting. She asks you a simple question. So, what are you looking for? And most men, they panic internally because they think this is a test of honesty. So they spill everything. I want something real. I'm tired of games. I want loyalty, connection, something long-term. You think you're being mature. But what she feels is something else entirely. Predictability. Finality. No challenge left to explore. It's like watching a movie where someone tells you the ending in the first 10 minutes. Sure, it's honest, but it kills the experience. Mystery, on the other hand, pulls her in. Not because you're hiding who you are, but because you're letting her discover you. Slowly, naturally, intriguingly. Think about the most attractive man you've ever seen in a room. He's not the loudest, not the one over-explaining himself, not the one trying to prove his worth. He's the one who speaks less but says more, the one who doesn't rush to fill silence, the one who answers, but never over-delivers. Because here's what you need to understand. When you reveal everything too soon, you remove her reason to stay curious. And curiosity is the fuel of attraction. Now listen carefully. This doesn't mean you lie. It doesn't mean you play games. It means you stop handing over your entire story before she's earned the right to hear it. There's power in holding back. Not out of fear, but out of self-respect. Let me show you the difference. She asks, what was your last relationship like? The average man says it was complicated. She cheated, I got hurt, I learned a lot, now I'm just looking for something real, honest, yes, attractive, not quite. Now watch this. A man who understands mystery says it taught me what I won't tolerate again, and then he stops. Now she leans in. Like what? Now she's invested. Now she's curious. Now she's chasing your depth instead of being handed it. Do you see the shift? Mystery doesn't push her away. It pulls her closer. Because attraction isn't about information. It's about emotion. And emotion grows when there's something left unknown. You were taught that honesty builds connection. And it does, but only at the right time. Too early, it feels like pressure. Too much, it feels like neediness. Too fast, it kills the tension. And tension is where attraction lives. Let me say something most men won't accept easily. When you over-explain yourself, you're not being honest. You're seeking validation. You want her to understand you, approve of you, accept you. So you give her everything up front, hoping she'll say, wow, you're perfect. But attraction doesn't reward approval seeking. It rewards self-contained energy. The man who doesn't need to be understood immediately is the man she wants to understand the most. Mystery creates a silent question in her mind. Who is he, really? And once that question is planted, you don't need to chase because now she's thinking about you. Let's go deeper. There's a psychological principle at play here. The human brain values what it has to work for. If something is easily available, it feels common. If something is slowly revealed, it feels valuable. That's why mystery works, not because it's manipulation, but because it aligns with human nature. You don't binge a show because it gives you everything at once. You binge it because every episode leaves something unanswered, something pulling you forward. That's exactly how attraction works. Now imagine this. Two men meet the same woman. Man A tells her everything in one night. His past, his pain, his plans, his intentions. Man B, he shares just enough. He listens more. He reveals slowly, leaves gaps, pauses, smiles, instead of explaining. A week later, she respects Man A, but she thinks about Man B. And in attraction, the man she thinks about wins. Because attention is everything. And mystery holds attention. Let's be clear. You're not becoming distant. You're becoming selective. You're not hiding your truth. You're controlling when it's revealed. Because a man who reveals himself too quickly often does it out of fear. Fear of losing her. Fear of being misunderstood. Fear of not being enough. But a man who embraces mystery moves differently. He knows, if she stays, she stays. If she leaves, she leaves. Either way, he doesn't rush to prove himself, and that energy is magnetic. Here's something you need to remember. Women don't fall for the man who tells the best story. They fall for the man they keep thinking about. And mystery is what keeps you on her mind. So next time you feel the urge to explain everything, pause, breathe, say less, let silence do some of the work. Let her curiosity build, let her lean in. Because the moment she starts trying to figure you out is the moment attraction truly begins. You don't need to be louder. You don't need to be clearer. You don't need to be more available. You need to be less predictable, not confusing, not distant, just unfolding. Like a story she can't finish in one sitting, because in the end, honesty builds comfort, but mystery builds desire. And if you want her to feel something real, something intense, something she can't quite explain, then stop giving her the full picture and let her discover it, piece by piece. Because the truth is, a man who is fully known too soon is rarely desired for long. But a man who remains just slightly out of reach becomes unforgettable.